Okay, we're live. Get strong, over 40, workout number 2. Here's the plan for today. Woo! We have got max pull-ups, up to 8 for 3 sets. And of course the substitution for that is gonna be a dumbbell pullover. And then we've got bent over rows, and then we've got Renegade Rows. And I'm gonna show you substitutions for those. We are going to begin with the training. And then if you stay tuned with me, and I hope you will, we're going to have a little bit of discussion on establishing a pattern of training and then calories before content. But first things first, let's do the training. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the dumbbell pullover. I don't have my pull-up bar in here. I cannot do a full body pull-up, so I do a reverse. I jump up and I hold, and then I slowly come down for as many as I can. I can't do 8 in a row. 8 pull-ups in a row for 3 sets is for somebody who's very advanced. So let's see what we do if we're not that advanced. We do a dumbbell pullover. So this is back day, and that's more of a chest exercise, but you'll see, we'll get more back exercises in. I'm going to go and I'm going to grab just a 5-pound dumbbell. So important. The first time you do these exercises is to try them without weight first. So first things first, you're going to do it without weight. And it is in a prone position. You're going to be off the mat so you can see it. First with no weight, hands are stacked. Pull it forward. Pull it forward. It's an awesome abdominal exercise. All right, here we go. And it's behind my head. Feel it pull on the abs, pull them down and pull it forward. 1 and 2. If you have a bench, you can use it, but this is for people who don't have a bench. 4, 5, pull those abs down, come on. 6, 7, it takes control. And 8. All right, excellent. And rock up. So now we're going to do a bent over row. I suggest if you're just getting started with weightlifting, get a pair of 5-pound dumbbells and a pair of 10-pound dumbbells. Those will get you really far. All right. So we've got a bent over row, and in order to get good range of motion, I'm going to hold them vertically so I can bring them back. We're going to warm up with no weight, perfect form. 2 and 3 and 4, 5, make sure your form is perfect, 6, 7, and 8 before you attempt the lift. All right, now here's the lift, and we go 1, 2, 3, training the back, pulling the abs, 4, it's 5, and 8. All right, so you've already gotten through your first 2 exercises if you're working in a circuit. Once again, getting all of the demonstration in and then going back and talking about philosophy. Let's get the demonstration in first. The Renegade Row, let's shift this. The Renegade Row is done from a plank position. That's challenging, especially if you have issues with your wrists or your elbows or your shoulders. If that is too challenging, you can do it from the stacked position, what I call the tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and you simply row from here. So I'm going to demonstrate it from here first. Right here, abs working the back, and row for 8. You could even, if you don't want to get on the floor, you can do a standing bent over single arm row. Row for 8. Abs really tight, shoulders engaged, keeping everything tight and solid. All right, now, but this is why I love this exercise. If you're advanced, it's awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, good and hard. 6, 7, 8, come down, switch sides, reset. Here we go. 1 and 2. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, as you get really advanced, and this is why I would suggest hex dumbbells. This is a polyurethane hex dumbbell. Doesn't smell bad, doesn't roll, nice and sturdy. Look what you can do with it. You can almost turn it into what we call a perfect push-up, which are those little bars that keep you up off the floor, so you can have that nice straight wrist. It's totally awesome because now I can come into my Renegade like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which protects my wrist because instead of my wrist being bent back like this, it's in that straight position, really strong and powerful. Love the Renegade Row. Other side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. But this is so important. That is only safe with a hex dumbbell. You have to have that flat hex dumbbell for that to be safe. All right, now let's talk strategy, shall we? Get some water. Come on down, talk to you right here. Strategy. Ooh, heart pounding. Breathing a little heavier. So why in the world are we doing such a low amount of exercises? I'll tell you why. Because I want you to focus on form, the way you perform them, and because we are establishing a training pattern. You know, I am incredibly passionate about getting women, especially women over 40, 50, 60, 70 and beyond, to lift weights. Stay strong and carry on. It is your strength, upper body, lower body, your strength in your wrists, in your forearms, that's going to keep you independent and taking care of yourself for a long, long time, correct? And don't we all want that? I want independence. I want strength. I want to be able to do for myself and do for other people. It's just a really good feeling. What else is freedom other than being, as much as we can, self-sufficient in our physical bodies? So this is why we're not doing that many exercises. We're doing 2 bigger exercises, which would be the pull-up and the pullover, and then the row, and then we're doing a single arm exercise. And I'm going to go ahead and sit. And that's the pattern. That's the pattern that we're following for the entire series. On leg day, we do the squat, the Romanian deadlift, and then we do a single leg supported reverse lunge. So that's a one-legged exercise. And then on arm day, which we did chest day, yesterday, we did the push-up, and then we did, I'm not sure what the second one was. And then, well, at any rate, oh yes, it was a prone fly, which is double. And then our last one, I think it was a single arm exercise. At any rate, it's on the last video. The point is, we're establishing a pattern. This is a 5-day split. The reason that we're doing a 5-day split is so that during the week, we are hitting a strength exercise every single day of the week. We are making it a pattern. One of the reasons I did this series is for my sister, Nancy, who is another hardworking woman, over 50. And so she doesn't have a lot of time. She's tired when she gets back from work in the evening. So what we want to do is we want to create a training session for her that's going to be short enough that she can do it in the morning and she's willing to do it in the morning. The most important thing is that you develop a training plan, or you get somebody to develop one for you, that you are willing to do. And we're going to do this every day. And the reason we're willing is, did you see how fast that was? It's just 3 exercises. And of course, you're going to do a warm-up. I did my dance warm-up first. There are other warm-ups that you can follow that are on this channel. So if it's doable, and if it's sensible, and if it's not too long, you are going to commit to doing it. And then once you establish the pattern, and that usually takes about 6 weeks, it becomes a way of life. You get excited about getting stronger, you want to progress, and then it's ingrained. It's like brushing your teeth or walking your dogs. These are the things you just simply do. So that's why we do this. That's why so few exercises. We are establishing a pattern. And I am committing to you that I'm establishing it. I'm going to be here live for the next 30 days doing these short training sessions. Now, the other tip that I want to give you today is Don't put calories before content. All right, CI, CO, calories in, calories out. Everybody's arguing, is it the calories or is it the content? Is it eliminating carbohydrates or is it reducing calories that works for permanent fat loss? Well, the harder answer is it's kind of both. And it really depends on what your issue is. My issue was always that I was eating too much, that my appetite was really aggressive and I could not manage my appetite. So it was calories, right? I was eating too much. However, what was making me eat too much? It was the improper content of my diet that was leaving me constantly hungry and that was then causing me to eat too many calories. In addition, and this is a training video, cardio or strength training, I personally say it can be both, but you have to choose the one that works for you. I was using exercise to try to burn calories. And for me, that is a misuse of exercise. It's the wrong tool. I manage calories by what I eat, and then I use exercise to develop my physical abilities. Because the problem was that when I was putting calories over content in my training, I was ending up hungry and weak. And worst of all, I was conditioning my body and my metabolism to require less energy. So I'm going to prioritize strength training, and I still do intervals, and I still dance because that's what I want to do. So I do want to have stamina and endurance, but I'm not going to prioritize them and use them to burn calories. I'm going to use my training to build strength and ability first. So there's the tip for today. Don't prioritize calories over content. They matter, they count, but content tends to control calories. And just to finally wrap up, if you're using exercise exclusively to burn calories, sometimes it can backfire. And if you're using diet exclusively to reduce calories, that can backfire too. And it actually happened to me yesterday. I didn't eat enough at breakfast or lunch, and there's a dessert that I make out of full-fat ricotta, cocoa, and stevia. And I don't know what it was. I guess I was feeling spoiled yesterday, and I substituted that dessert for my normal lunch, and I ended up hungry at 3 o'clock and ended up overeating, which is something I rarely do. But I think it's important for me to share my challenges for you. I am not perfect, but I am persistent, and so that's what I want for you. All right, so there it is. Do your training, and I'm going to be back tomorrow. We've done leg day was Monday, arm day was Tuesday. Chest was Tuesday. This is back, and so I believe tomorrow we do shoulders, working above the head. See you back here tomorrow. Take care, be well, be free, and I'll see you back here on the Sugar Freedom Show. Oh, like, share, subscribe. It's good for you. Good for me too. Take care, everybody.